Okay, this is Allison again on another haunted road trip, following in the footsteps of Mothman witnesses. So I am actually not too far from Chicago, in a forest preserve called Possum Hollow Woods. And there's also a creek up here somewhere called Salt Creek. Now there was a witness in August that reported, she was along LaGrange Road and reported seeing something flying up over this area. She said she was familiar with raptors, so you know, what might she have seen? Well, perhaps a hawk. Ooh, look at that, a little paved part of the trail. Okay, so she, you know, could have seen a hawk. She could have seen one of my favorites. We have buzzards here called turkey vultures, and they do have a 6-foot wingspan, because I've actually seen one up close, and wow, they're huge when you're standing right next to them. So maybe it was one of those. They don't look that huge in the air, surprisingly. And a lot of the Mothman reports have been of a creature with a wingspan of like 12 feet, which is, when you see one of those vultures in the air, that's 6 foot, so that would be twice as big, which doesn't seem all that huge. Anyway, I decided to actually come to the woods because, you know, hey, if Mothman is in a place near Chicago, hey, it could be a place like this. It would seem likely. So as I said, the witness was on LaGrange Road, which is near her home, and she hangs out in this woods occasionally, and she saw it flying above the woods. I'm gonna see if I think the creek might be over here. So Salt Creek is the creek, and I'll see if I can avoid poison ivy. I was warned by another park visitor that there's poison ivy, but I'm just blundering through. Maybe I'll take a vinegar bath when I get home. All right, let's see what we got here. Is this a creek? Oh, it is. It is a creek. Oh yeah, I'm getting some perspective on this. Oh, nice. So if I were Mothman, this is where I would want to hang out. Got a good water source, maybe some food. I'm not sure what a Mothman eats. Ooh, trying not to fall actually in to the creek. It's a little steep along here. I think people have been along here, but it's not an official walkway, I don't think. Woo, its drop off is deep. Steep and deep, probably. It's pretty here. I wonder if I can get down there a little bit further. Well, we'll see. Anyway, let me read the account to you. All right, so Lon Strickler from the Phantom and Monsters blog received this account, and this is number 43 on his Chicago Phantom Mothman sightings map. I received a telephone call on Tuesday, August 29th, 2017 at 5:15 p.m. Eastern Time. So let's see, that would be 4:15 our time, Central Time, from a woman, and he gives her initials as NL, who is resident of LaGrange Park, a western suburb of Chicago. The witness lives near Possum Hollow Woods, an area where she is an avid bird/raptor watcher. She states that at approximately 3:45 p.m. Central Time on Tuesday, August 29th, she was along the North LaGrange Road watching the skies above Possum Hollow Woods and Salt Creek. As she looked skyward, she observed what she described as a huge flying shadow glide across the sky at approximately 100 to 150 feet above the trees. Since she is very familiar with the raptors in this area, this sighting shocked her. She later referred to the photograph from the Melrose Park sighting. I think that's the one that occurred by the Best Buy, and the photo really looks to me like a plane, because many planes fly over that area, and it's in the path of O'Hare Airport. But anyway, she said it looked similar to the photograph, and maybe she's talking about the photograph for number 1 on the sightings map, which is a little bit more interesting, stating that the shape was very similar. As she continued to watch, she realized that this was an unknown flying being, and that the wings were broad and rounded in form. Then suddenly the winged being dipped and descended into a vertical dive at a fantastic speed that the witness could hardly comprehend. As it dove into the trees, hundreds of small birds scattered into the skies. She remained at the location for several more minutes, but the being didn't rise out of the woods. Come on, Mothman, where are you? I'm in the woods itself. All right, the witness found my contact information and immediately called me. Only 30 to 40 minutes after her sighting, she was very calm and stated that she had a whimsical reaction to the sighting, noting that it almost seemed that the winged being wanted her to see it, that it was giving her a message. Well, okay, sounds kooky, but I'm the one who thinks I'm getting messages from mushrooms, so who am I to judge? All right. Now let's see what else she said. That it knew that she was watching it. She said that she was set to take a photo just before the being went into the amazing dive into the woods. Her description was that the body was 6.5 to 7 feet in height, and that the wingspan was 10 to 12 feet wide. The wings were rounded like that of an insect with no sharp edges, but were attached along the body. She did not observe any details of a head. She was empathetic that whatever it was definitely a living being. The color was very dark or black. There was no sound. Okay, so Possum Hollow Woods. This is just from the Phantom and Monsters blog, so you can check that out for more details. And here Emily Bartos from the Singular Fortean Society did an excellent silhouette of what the being looked like to the witness. So NL intends to keep an eye out in the area of Possum Hollow Woods and the adjacent preserve locations, because there's a few more preserves in this area. The witness and I talked twice after her initial call. She was very knowledgeable about Chicago's history and added some insight that may be valuable as we continue to investigate these sightings. Whoa, hey, some ducks. Oh, got a little bit excited there, but it's just ducks. But they made a swooshing sound, definitely. A sketch is being worked on by the witness. Any updates will be included. There's another duck. Okay, so no updates have come forth so far, but I will definitely post them to my YouTube channel once they do. All right, now I'm gonna walk along here and see if I can get down to the creek. I'm not sure if that's possible. And I might be risking poison ivy just for you people. I hope you're appreciative. This is like the nicest location where the Mothman has been sighted. I could like really spend some time here. I like it a lot. What other things could be a big bird that she spotted? Well, perhaps sandhill cranes, perhaps herons. They might all be attracted to such a nice little creek. Yeah, there's no way down there right yet. We got some scat. Mothman scat? I don't think so. I think Mothman scat would be much more monstrous. Alright. Ooh, running out of road here. Well, let's see if I can get through here without killing myself. Got some very spiny berries. Ow! That hurt. Oh! There are thorns. Lots and lots of thorns. This might be actually a wild rose bush. And those might not be berries. Those might be rose hips. And they're now attached to my leg. Alright, well this is all I'm going to be able to do right now. If I can get down there later, I will. Looks like you can get down from the other side maybe, but I have to detach myself from this thorny bush right now. Thank you for tuning in.